Well, there's only one day left in November. Chances are, if you have been doing NaNoWriMo, you know if you're going to win. And whether you got to 50K or not, we need to talk about dealing with the end.
Distinctions for Life, helping you get what you really want in life with small changes that make a big difference.
Welcome to Distinctions for Life, where I help you get what you really want in life with small changes that make a big difference. I'm your host, Ron Davis. If you would like more advice, visit my website at distinctionsforlife.tv. So, did you make it? By the time this goes out, there will be 31 hours left in National Novel Writing Month. For some of you, that doesn't matter because you crossed the 50K mark days ago. Now, if you're only at 47,000 words, you can still do it with a marathon cram session. If you've got less than that, then you probably aren't going to win. Now what? That's the big question. Let's talk about these scenarios. Number one, you finished. If you finished, well done. Go out and get your reward. Buy a t-shirt, print out the certificate, and put it on your wall. And don't forget to give yourself those rewards. This is important because it shows your brain that you will do what you promise. You did it. You wrote 50,000 words in less than 30 days. This tells you that it's possible. Now you got some deciding to do. My bet is most winners got to 50K but still haven't finished the story. I know that's true for me. And if you're like me, your plan is probably just to keep going. Keep trying to hit that same word target till you do finish the story. If you are finished with the story, what should you do next? The most common advice that I have heard is to put the book away for the month of December. Then pick it up in January and start revising. The idea here is to give your brain some time away from the work so that you can see it with fresh eyes. If you do take December off, here are some suggestions for how to spend that time. You know, now that you're a novel writer. First, work on a different story. As a writer, you probably have a lot of ideas. Take some time and work on another one. One thing to remember is you aren't writing one novel. You are writing your first novel. This is the beginning of something bigger, and this novel is just the start. Start building your author presence online. As an author, and not just a writer, you are going to want to promote and sell your stuff. In this day and age, that means having an online presence. Developing an online presence is too much to explain in just a subpoint, but it is a lot like setting up a business, which I talked about in detail in my Money Flow Framework series, which I will link above and in the description. All right, so if you didn't finish, the second scenario is that you're almost finished. If you are under 3,000 words left, then just get after it and finish. Even if you are a day late, it will feel good to know that you made it. Once that is done, you can follow all the winner's advice that I just gave you. Now, the third scenario is that you didn't finish. And this is the tougher one. If you didn't reach your goal, what are you going to do now? First and foremost, don't start hating on yourself. Things happen and you may have a perfectly good reason for not getting to 50,000 words. Give yourself a break. And you might not have a good excuse. You may have been a slacker. You may have given in to procrastination until it was too late. This doesn't make you a bad person. Avoid generalizing this failure to your whole life. Instead, say to yourself, I didn't get it done. Why did that happen? And what can I learn from it? This lets you get control of your life, which lets you make changes. I'd suggest you check out my goal setting series from last December. It gives you a lot of tips on how to accomplish your goals, including your writing goals. But just because you didn't finish doesn't mean that you have to stop. Are you a writer? Do you want to be a writer? If so, then just keep writing. 50,000 words is arbitrary anyway. Just keep your habit going and you'll eventually finish a novel. Question of the day. What are you going to do now? Leave a comment below. That is the end of NaNoWriMo. Next week, we'll be back to regular Distinctions for Life. Hopefully, you have gained insight from this month's videos, even if you aren't writing a novel. Thanks for watching today. If you liked what you saw, give me a thumbs up. This channel is all about helping you get what you really want in life with small changes that make a big difference. Until next time, I'm Ron Davis. Is that sentence wrong? Ron, my bet is most winners got to 50K, but still, okay. If you are under 30,000, if you're under 30,000 words left, Boy, you got Trump. You're not going to do that in 2 days. 31 hours. See, I have to put bloopers in because last time I didn't have any. And it was so good.